he liked to put on tutus and things like that. And they had 3 boys. They didn't have any girls. They had 3 boys. And so the mother agreed to let him wear dresses and, dress up like a little girl. And the father did, too.
That princess boy.
The princess boys with it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's on the agenda, and then next thing you know is going to be pedophilia. They're going to have the right to do whatever the hell they want to the children. Mm-hmm. They took homosexuality off of the, off of the mental defect. Next is going to be pedophilia, and the next thing you know, they're going to be in the school teaching it's okay if they want to touch you there. I mean, come on now. I mean, that's next on the agenda, if not bestiality, because this is their nature. And it's like, there's a reason why we had to make these laws, because back in the day, we found them in their caves doing whatever the hell they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was a melanated couple, y'all. In case y'all had because I know sometimes we say in our head, I hope, man, please don't let them be black. Please don't let them be black. I used to be praying, please don't let them be black. And it's like when you find that they're black, it just breaks your heart. But yes, there was a melanated couple that actually allowed their son to live like that, and they went on to they have books out now and things like that. They got this major publishing company that picked them up to do a book about it, a little children's book. It's a children's book. It's not even a book that the mom is writing for, talking about the situation. It's a children's book, which means it's going to be seen by children. So, yeah, but this story right here reminded me of that story, and it's talking about the 6-year-old child, which is a melanated, he's a pink boy, Corey Mathis, has parents who decided to stop having their son live as a boy last year. He claimed about jeans and T-shirts and wanted to wear dresses and tutus instead. This led to him wanting to use the girls' bathroom with all the girls in his school. Okay, a court in Colorado recently ruled that a little boy has the right to use the girls' bathroom after his parents took the case to court.
I mean, for real, that, like I said, they inching their way in, and they use these things in order to, it's like, we had stuff like this been going on. I mean, they actually put shit in the water in order to make people more homosexual. Like a lot of this junk food stuff, even the food that you don't even know has it has soy in it, which actually throws off our chemistry. So his favorite cereal probably has a whole bunch of soy in it. The chips that he eats has a bunch of soy in it, and it actually mimics estrogen. And this is scientific. Mm-hmm. We know this to be true. They do, and that's not even talk about the GMOs that they're putting in there, because they want their cows in constant estrus with the milk. They have to keep the cow in constant estrus, so what are they going to feed them? Female hormones. So, I mean, come on now. Hey, you think that it's not going to come through in the milk? It has a lot to do with the stuff that they put in the air also. Like, it also mimics estrogen, which is why a lot of our sisters are having these fibroids, and it's all connected because too much estrogen equals what? Fibroids. And the fibroids create their own estrogen. So it's like, and then they start growing. There's a reason why they even put a gay bomb out there. They actually have that as a weapon of choice to destabilize people, is to drop these bombs that literally will unbalance your DNA and your chemistry. And this is what they do. And, of course, they're going to use a child as an example, because nobody's going to condemn a child. But then you're going to move that up to go, oh, well, then adults. And, it's how they inch it along. And then next thing you know, it's like it's supposed to be normal.
Yeah, I'm tripping on the fact that that these laws are actually, I'm not really tripping, but I'm just saying, yeah, you got the parents who are saying, okay, I don't want my son to be a boy anymore, so I'm turning him into a girl. Okay, that's one thing. You in your home and you doing what you do, but now you got people, you got the legislator, or the town or wherever they're at are changing the laws to accommodate. That's the kicker. These laws are accommodating. So now we can't even send our little girls. Well, you shouldn't be sending them no way now these days. Back in the day, we used to send them to the bathroom, but now you can't do that. But now the little girl doesn't even have any, or a grown woman doesn't even have any privacy in a woman's bathroom, because now you're saying it's okay for boys to come into the girls' bathroom now. I mean, they're just making these laws to accommodate all this mess, is what I'm saying. So, watch your damn babies, like I always say. We're going to go ahead. Anybody got anything to say about that before I move on? I'm going to give everybody a chance to. Y'all better wake up. Are y'all woke over there? This is Wake the Hell Up Wednesday. You know what? I'm going to go to the phone lines. Let me see. First caller, area code 646. Where you calling from, please? And what's your first name?
Hey, what's going on, Queen T? This is Kenny G.
Hey, Kenny, how you doing?
All right, and everything. Listen. When you get a chance, before I get started, right? When you get a chance, right? I need to for you to inbox me in my Facebook inbox, the mail, the messenger, or whatever you call it, to so I can wire you a donation, some money and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, will do. Thank you.
I'm serious. I'm gonna be around around the check cash in place tomorrow and stuff like that, and I want to do that. I tried to call you, but I got everything went to your
voicemail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I appreciate that. I know you're serious.
Yeah, I'm serious. When you get the chance,
you weren't serious. Right.
Yeah, and everything. I wanted to do that.
I'm sorry, sis. My phone was on mute, too, so I just wanted to... I was just talking.
I didn't know if y'all talking. So, okay. I'm like, okay, everybody sleep. Hey. So what you got, Kenny D?
All right, yeah, hold on. For one, wow. They first of all, my thing is I just want to come at you guys from a different angle. Is that let's be mindful that this is the solstice, and that to a lot of black people who are not really aware of this, when the summer solstice come, for the first 2 weeks up to like around 13 days, the first 2 weeks and stuff like that, it's white people go into this thing where they engage in mass ritual and pagan rituals and stuff like that, and ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? To give tribute to the sun god, to give them power to bring us down. Right now, and they do this, and I've observed them every year. They do this every year, and like right now, they're at the stone hedges in Europe, commencing rituals. They're all over Europe and Australia and Sweden and Norway and even in America, which they call it the bonfire. And what they do is that every year, you watch, every year around this time, they'll do things to sidetrack us, to keep us from, to keep our third eye from being closed, and to keep us from being, from projecting, from projecting our energies into the right thing. Like around this time, they doing this Trayvon Martin thing. You know what I'm saying? They doing all of that and everything. The Nelson Mandela's about to, hopefully not, may our prayers be with him, pass away. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, and then earlier today, I wanted to mention something today, like that happened. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a lady named McCarthy, Kimberly McCarthy. Have you heard of her?
No, I haven't.
You never heard of her?
No.
Okay, well, let me break it down to you. While all of this was happening today, they killed her. They electrocuted her, Kimberly McCarthy. I'm going to read it out to you. All right. Kimberly Miguel McCarthy was an American death row inmate who was convicted and sentenced to death for the 1997 murder of her neighbor, 71-year-old retired college professor Dorothy Booth, in her Lancaster, Texas. Okay, the light went off. Hold on for a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay, in Texas home during a robbery. She was also a suspect in the murders of 2 other elderly Texas women for which she was never tried. After her, now she was married to a former Black Panther person. She was one. She was briefly married to the founder of the new Black Panther Party Aaron Michaels, with whom she had one son. Addicted, okay, during her adult life, she had developed an addiction to crack cocaine, and then it goes off about her, her biography. But they execution, and we tried to petition and call in, and they was like, nope, they wasn't trying to hear it and everything, and they executed her anyway. Now, if you notice, they didn't put this out in the news because they know how sensitive we are when it comes to our, to our women, to our black women, to our mothers. You know what I'm saying? Our aunts, our aunties, and sisters and cousins that get murdered. You see, we don't even know about this, but this is what they do every time, every time this year comes around. Now, as far as the George Zimmerman case is concerned, they locked up a guy on the solstice, on the day of the solstice, named King Samir Shabazz. He's one of the co-leaders of the New Black Panther Party. That was the one that put the bounty on George Zimmerman's head when Trayvon Martin got killed. And he was the one that started. He was basically the one that offshot the the protest and put a bounty on George Zimmerman's head. Now they arrested him for a traffic ticket, and now he's in there like indefinitely now. Indefinitely.
Yeah, they locked him down. Mm-hmm.
They now we trying to get up there and trying to petition, trying to rally. We're brewing up a petition now. You know what I'm saying, in New York City and Harlem to try to get him out because they know that he's a big advocate of George, Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to point this out because they always do this all this time of year and everything, and they'll do this for like 13 days. Now, look it up when you get a chance. It's called Midsummer. Midsummer. It's the biggest holiday of the year that we taught them how to do and that we forgot it, that they wiped away. They basically total recalled our memory and forgetting thing called Midsummer. It's for 2 weeks, actually 13 days, which lands on the 4th of July when it's finished. This is where the 4th of July thing. This is where the 4th of July thing comes from. The 13 colonies, the 13 arrows, the 13 stars. Friday the 13th. That lucky number because 13. You know what I'm saying? Starting from 13, when you count from 13 from the solstice, it's a divine number. That's when the boys start growing hair on their little pelvics and start shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's when the girls is able to make babies and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a divine number and stuff like that. And they always do this time of year. So now they're throwing out the Mandela thing, King Samir Shabazz, and everything. They executing all these, and you didn't even know about this. Look up McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if, I just wanted to throw that out there and everything. Thanks for letting me get the mic.
Oh,
I'm glad you did it too. Because I forgot it was the solstice.
Yeah,
I'm glad you.
Wow.
There's some funny stuff been happening. Some funny shit been going on.
Yeah, and George Zimmerman, the reason why they didn't want they didn't want Trayvon Martin stuff like the phone texts and stuff like that to come out because they knew that Trayvon Martin's parents' lawyers, was going to come out with the fact that George Zimmerman, he raped his 8-year-old cousin when he was 16.
Yeah.
See, they don't want to talk about that. He raped his 8-year-old, 8 or 11-year-old cousin when he was like 13 to 16 years old. Number two, he assaulted a cop and everything, beat the cop down and everything with his friends, watching. He body slammed the lady when he was a bouncer and everything, and he was on a black porn gay internet site frequently.
Wow.
On a black porn, and they got it and everything, and it's true. All you gotta do is go to the archives. He was a big, a gay goer, internet goer, and he was always on a black gay porn internet site. That's right.
So he already had fucking violent tendencies towards black people, but I'm glad you brought up that the ritual things that happen because we know that some of these societies, like we know that the death of Joy, they what's his name brought out? He's a white boy, but the dude that has the show, he went out to Bohemian. They have their rituals and stuff. We found out that on certain dates, they used to come to our neighborhoods to find victims in order to sacrifice and do shit too. We didn't know this was on a schedule. We just knew that it happened.
Wow.
That they was white. and really coming down to it when we had to start defending